I think people want to know our thoughts on WrestleMania 29.
Shit.
Shit.
It was right. It was predictably shit. That's like there were bits and pieces that were good, like the Shield winning, for instance. Good. I like that. But like, the world title didn't start, did it? I can't remember.
I don't know.
See, this is how forgettable this fucking event was. And like Cesaro wasn't on the card. Fucking the Funkadactyls went on the card. It's just like, why the fuck did you have to have one of the most boring matches ever? Like fucking Brock Lesnar and Triple H was one of the most boring things I have had to sit through. It's the most boring no holds barred match ever, and now they're doing a cage match.
And the crowd was dead for that match as well.
No, by the way, I want to talk about the crowd then and the night before, because they're both shit. Yeah, I said it. Deal with it. They were both shit. Because the crowd at WrestleMania didn't give a fuck about anything, and then the crowd that turned up to Raw were just like, we are awesome. We are awesome. Like, no.
No, come on, they were. You've got to let them off.
They were shit.
No,
Sorry.
they were
They were
good.
shit.
They,
No.
they made that show. When Ziggler cashed in, I mean, fucking hell.
Balls.
I've not heard anything like that. And even those who listened or watched the show during the fucking the cynical Grinch has returned, I see.
But fucking, like...
I'm sorry, weren't you texting me going, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever? Da 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 da. Weren't you doing that? I'm sorry, you were. That's what I remember.
WWE are just like milking it for as much as they fucking can. It's like,
it got to number 11 in the charts. I mean, fucking hell.
Shit, I don't care.
Oh, you are a little cunt. You are a little twat. Anyway.
Why are we a little twat?
But I just think well, I'm sorry. Can you name a crowd that was that good?
Be loud, get emotionally involved with it, but for fuck's sake, don't chant "We are awesome." Like,
look. I want to talk about the Raw after Mania in a little bit. I want to stick to WrestleMania at the moment. And you said earlier about the Funkadactyls and Brodus Clay and all that tag team match basically being scrapped. And I was on Twitter watching WrestleMania and on Twitter at the same time, and I was keeping up to the hashtag WrestleMania things. And the amount of backlash that WWE was getting for pulling that match, whether it was sarcastic or not, was incredible. Everyone was like, oh my god, they're actually saving this match for like the main event, and it was quite funny. But there is a theory going around as to why the match was pulled, and it wasn't actually to do with timing.
what was it, Liam?
Recently, WWE has announced a partnership with the channel E, or E exclamation mark, one of the fucking two, Entertainment Network. Now, you know that network that nobody gives a fucking shit about because it's all it ever does is look at Kim Kardashian's shoes. I don't give a shit. Find the real fucking
Look at her
girl,
shoes,
please.
the red. You love shoes.
Oh, look, she's got a slightly lower cut top. Oh, look at that, she's definitely single. Who gives a shit? Who cares if she's single? I don't. I'm never going to meet the fucking woman. Fuck off. Anyway.
Fucking fuckly anyway.
That and TMZ, the scum of the fucking Entertainment Network and life in general. Fucking awful.
Fox News. Anyway, continue.
WWE has announced a partnership with this awful network, and it's going to be about behind the scenes of the Divas. I don't know if you recall, but about this time last year, or possibly this time 2 years ago, WWE was sending out ideas for a Divas reality show for the WWE network, which is
La 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 la.
but they were sending out ideas because they were going to do the Legends House as well, and then there was going to be this sort of behind the scenes of the Divas. And because the WWE network's just never going to happen, they decided to take it to E, and E's like, yeah, because we have fucking loads of stuff to put on because no one watches our shit. So they decided to go around and film the Divas. Anyway, in order to try and I've seen a preview of this, right? I've seen a fucking preview of this, and you know, like, what is it called? Jersey Shore, or Kim Kardashian's shit. It's filmed exactly like that. It's that sort of like, look, this is them in real life, and then we're going to have them interviewed in front of a green screen, and then let's put a load of flashy images behind them where they just talk shit that we actually ask them to say in a fucking script. That sort of thing. Anyway, I'm going off topic. But the idea is that, the theory is that WWE purposely made the match knowing that they weren't going to have it, going to be able to slot it in at WrestleMania. So that behind the scenes, he could record some reaction shots of the Bellas and the Funkadactyls being told that they don't have a match at WrestleMania. That's a theory.
What?
Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
No. What? Just like, oh, hey guys, you're not on the card of WrestleMania. But here's a fucking camera to view a reaction. Yeah! What? That's bullshit. What the fuck? Who the fuck would do this?
WWE. Oh my god, WWE fucking E. I just thought, what if they merged together and make some fucking awful life for everybody? Anyway, what I'm saying is, yeah. So that was a theory, but I want to go to and talk about WrestleMania because Keelan.
I'm gonna have to get the card up because I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Well, hang on. I don't want to talk about the card just yet. I want to talk about the event as a whole. And as I was saying, Keelan on his new sister show to the Supla called the Truth Cast, he talked about he actually liked WrestleMania, or he thought it was successful, and he talked about it from a business standpoint. He was saying it's the most successful WrestleMania they've ever had. It had around 70 to 80,000 people. It didn't have 80 exactly. WWE usually sort of, I don't know, fucking overestimates the amount of people that are there. But it had between 70 to 80,000 people live in the arena. It got over 1 million buys at home or more. It's like the most highest grossing WrestleMania of all time. So in that tone, it's a successful WrestleMania, and it's the best WrestleMania WWE's ever had. But this is where the opinions differ. Keelan is very much a very business orientated guy. He's got 2 websites. He's very political. He's very money, financial. I myself am not. I come from a film background. I look at stories and character arcs and beats and rhythm and things like that. So, from a story point of view, WrestleMania was awful. It was awful. It was so awful. They played it too safe, I think. And you're right, everything was predictable. Like, you look at the 3 main matches, which were Cena and Rock, Rock and Triple H, Taker versus Punk.
Predictable.
They were all predictable. Every single one was predictable.
They couldn't do something slightly different just to, like, I hate swerves, but a swerve is necessary. I hate swerves actually when they're like overdone. Like TNA just do it all the time. But a swerve can be good for something like this. It would have been good to have, I don't know, not saying The Rock should win again, but I don't know, something else, something different, for fuck's sake.
But the thing is, right, is from a story point of view, after studying the ideas of stories and what audiences want, audiences have a very clear mind in what they want. They, like, let's take, for example, Iron Man 3, okay?
Don't spoil it, don't spoil it!
I'm not going to spoil it, but you know at the end, Tony Stark's going to be okay. He's going to live, he's going to be fine.
Well, great, thanks.
Well, it's true, though, you know that.
I don't know.
You do, though, you do know that.
Okay.
Okay. Avengers. Let's talk about something that everyone's seen. Avengers. You know that they're going to stop the fucking alien invasion.
Yes.
It's how they stop it, though, that you don't know. You'll be pissed if the Avengers got fucking destroyed and Loki took over the world.
In the first film. All the Avengers are dead, Dr. Fury. Fuck!
Dr. Fury? Whoa, what?
What's his name? Nick Fury. Sorry. The entire internet is gonna like,
Dr.
you're
Fury.
a knob!
Wait a minute.
Die,
When did we
die!
enter an episode of Doctors? What the fuck? Like, ER. Since when was Marvel and ER mixed together?
Wow.
Right, anyway.
Oh, God.
The idea is that you knew that they were going to save the world from this alien invasion and they were going to stop Loki.
Yep.
The thing is, though, is you didn't know how they were going to do it. You didn't know how they were going to stop Loki, and you didn't know what Loki was going to do to try and, beat the Avengers. And that's where the surprise lies. So, as an example, and I'm not saying this is a great idea, but as an example, you could have had, I don't know, the Shield interfere in the main event of WrestleMania. I'm not saying that's a great idea. I don't know in terms of the story why they would be there.
No, could you? Because he.
Well, no. What I'm trying to get at, though, what I'm trying to say is, you've got to throw something in there that the audience isn't expecting. We all knew Cena was going to win, and that's what WWE wanted. That's what the kids and the girls wanted. Guys probably wanted to fucking murder him, but the idea is that the majority of fans that aren't male wanted Cena to win. So that was a story that was set in stone. But we didn't want to see what we've seen before of finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out. We wanted something different. We wanted something to be memorable. And that match, there was nothing. I'm sorry, the Rock Cena match from last year was a hell of a lot better than the one from this year.
Yeah. I think this one suffered from finisher kick out quite a lot, but I think as well, people knew what was going to happen. With last year's one, you didn't know. It was like, shit, what are they going to do? Are they going to The Rock win? Are they going to fucking Cena win?
Yeah,
this year, it's like, oh fuck, that's so obvious. That's why the crowd were dead. But the crowd, okay, when I say the crowd was shit earlier, I mean the crowd was shit for the later part of it. When you needed someone to just shout or do something. But with the bottom half of the card, the crowd were great. The fucking start with Daniel Bryan, all of them going, yes, that's fucking brilliant. But I just don't understand how people expecting the crowd to care. I don't know. I don't want to talk about Mania because it was so bad. I paid for this shit, and it's one of the worst things I've ever had to sit through in my life. And I stayed up all night to watch this crap. I had to get up at 9 o'clock the next day, and I was just like, why? Just why? Why?
And this is the thing. This is the difference between Keelan's point of view and my point of view. Maybe Keelan's is what saves a company and mine would kill it, but I'm giving it from what I've learned and what I study and what I know, and it was a shit WrestleMania. It was predictable and predictable, and when things are predictable, they become forgotten. Ironically, It's weird, but it becomes forgotten, and that's what's happened to this WrestleMania. I think people will remember WrestleMania 28 more than this year's.
Yeah, I think this year's as well was just everything about it didn't make sense. It's like you're in New Jersey, but you've got New Yorkshire everywhere. What? You've got some.
That's like
guy
them going to Manchester, but having Big Ben.
Yeah, it's like, what? It doesn't make fucking sense. Then you got a guy who hasn't been relevant in 10 years going, I'm coming home! Yeah! I love Biggie!
Right, okay, I need to clarify. Those who are listening on live stream, you know that song started the show.
Oh god, I wanted to punch you in the face playing that.
I only did it because I knew we were going to talk about WrestleMania. That's the only reason why I went with it. I fucking hate that song.
I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming. Fuck off!
It was so overplayed. It was played like every 5 goddamn minutes. I'm surprised I didn't play it during fucking matches.
like every single next match. I'm coming home.
I'm coming home. Fuck off.
Fuck off. I don't care. Get in the car and go home. Fuck off. Go away. Stop singing about it. Piss off.
And I think just what they did was just not a very good idea. I mean, having an outdoor arena in Miami makes sense. If anyone here has been to Miami, you understand why that makes sense. Because
New York cold.
Miami is fucking hot pretty much most of the entire year. You might have a slight chilly month, but most of the time you're sweating your fucking balls off.